Hi everybody, this is homework 3 and we're going to do some wall Pilates today. It's going to give it a go. Obviously ask owner's permission before. When we do come down to put our feet on the wall, you might want to put some socks on, but hopefully it's a bit different and you'll enjoy it. Okay, before we start, check your alignment, feet hip distance apart. Second and third toes facing forward, soften the knees. We're going to take a deep breath in, reaching up, and exhale. Spread those fingers really wide. And again, nice deep, and reach. Let's go for one more. Deep breath in. And exhale. Now, if you're coming into this really cold, you might do this little bit of slow running on the spot, or and if you are nice and warm, we're going to get going straight away. Okay, hand onto the wall, hopefully clean hand. We're going to stand on one leg, so we're going to raise the outside leg, soften the supporting leg, make sure the feet, the knees and hips are in line, so we're not here, we're here, growing nice and tall. Engage the core by drawing up through the pelvic floor, shoulders away from the ears. I'm not leaning on the floor, on the wall, sorry, it's just there just in case, and just be aware of that hip. And to start with, we're just going to draw very small circles with this leg. Really small circles. So what we're looking for is movement within the hips. So it could be, if you're a little bit stiff, they're not circles, they could be squares, or you're not getting a full range of movement. Again, just growing nice and tall, so we're strengthening through the spinal muscles. Keep the supporting knee nice and soft. Now change direction. Don't forget to breathe and be careful you don't end up doing this. Standing as tall as you can. 3, 2, and 1, and release. Change leg. Pretend I've got a wall here. So legs coming forward, to the side, behind, and back. Again, going up, nice and tall through the spine. Obviously a bit wobbly without my wall. Don't worry about the height, so you don't have to be coming up here. All I'm looking for is to warm up through that hip, nice bit of mobility. Change direction. Again, soften the supporting leg. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. And release. Okay, we'll carry on working into those hips a little bit. We're going to do knee raises. So hand onto the wall. Very simple. It's a squeeze, not a swing, so it's not a bounce. And top up, my body's not lowering. Knees coming towards the chest. Four, 3, 2, and 1. So really quick workout today. Okay, hold on to the wall again. Working back into the legs, soften that supporting legs. Quite a lot of leg-based work here. We're coming out to the side and back in. Again, it's not this. Standing nice and tall, it's just a squeeze, so shortening that waist, growing nice and tall. 10 of these. 10, 9, 8, 7, don't forget to breathe. 6, don't worry about the height. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, change legs, soften that supporting leg, growing nice and tall. It's a side raise. My knees actually facing forward. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, you're holding onto the wall. And slowly release. Okay, give those legs a little bit of a shake. Clean hands onto the wall. So if you're a beginner, you're bringing your feet closer to the wall. Hands slightly turned in, elbows nice and wide into press-ups. Now, a bit more advanced, take the feet further away, but you're looking for your shoulders, hips and feet all in line, and you're going to slowly lower, nose towards the wall or forehead, and push back. Drop those shoulders away from the ears, maintaining that straight body alignment, and push. We're going for 2 sets of 10, so 5 more in this first set. 5. Slowly. 4. Feel those shoulder blades coming back together at the back. 3. 2. And 1. And release. Look, I've got a mat underneath my feet here. What we don't want to do is a face plant. And you can take the mat a little bit further if you want to. Hands to the chest height. Turn those fingers in, elbows nice and wide. Still breathing. 5 more. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And slowly release. Give those arms a bit of a shake. Obviously, if 2 sets of 10s are too much for you, do as many as you can. Okay, now we're going to squat all the way down to the mat. So heels together, turning the feet out, tailbone coming down towards the floor, pressing the knees out as far as you can. Go as far as you can without raising the heels. All the way down to the floor. You've obviously got the wall there. Drop 2 knees down. 1 and 2. All the way around onto your bottom. Now, if you have got a clean wall, you want to keep it clean, put some clean socks on. Okay, right. All the way down to the mat, nice and slowly. Hopefully you can still see me. Hair slides out the way, so feet towards the wall. Remember, the mat's giving you feedback. Check shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades level on the mat at the back, and hips at the back level on the mat as well. Hands onto the tummy, thumbs towards the tummy button, fingers towards the pubic bone. Very slowly, we're going to come into our clock. So rolling the imaginary marble towards the tummy button, 12 o'clock, and then rolling away towards the pubic bone, which is 6 o'clock. So just warming up through this lower back, nice and gently. Exhale on the exertion, so when it's tipping towards the tummy button. Inhale when you're lengthening those muscles. And shoulders away from the ears. Okay, start to really exaggerate that move, so you start to raise the tailbone off the floor. A little bit higher. And a little bit higher. Okay, you can always pause this video, do some extra ones if you think you need it. And release. Okay, shuffle your bottom towards the wall. Feet are coming onto the wall. Get that bottom fairly close actually. We'll have a little fiddle around with this. 2 feet onto the wall. Tailbone is pointing towards the wall. Shoulders away from the ears. Okay, right. Hands onto the mat at the side. We're going to walk the feet up the wall. See how far you can take it, keeping the chest down so you're not affecting the neck. And then slowly all the way back down. Okay, so keep going with this one. So we're looking at spine mobility now. I'm tipping the tailbone towards the tummy button as I'm raising up. So I'm not raising up straight, so I'm curling the bottom half of the spine as we would on a bridge. Just walking up and slowly walking all the way down. So good for coordination, concentration, strengthening through the legs, mobilizing through the spine. And it could be that you don't go too far, you could just be here and raising up. That's absolutely fine. The higher you get, the more challenging it is. Four more. Really feel like working into the lower back. Last one. And release. Okay, feet onto the wall at 90 degrees, so in tabletop position. Feet hip distance apart, shoulders away from the ears. We come into a bridge against the wall, so it's a little bit harder than the bridge on the floor. If this is too much for you, move back down your mat, put your feet flat on the floor, but when you're ready, you're going to tip the pelvis towards the tummy button. And we're going to raise up, keeping the chest low, and slowly all the way back down. So pushing against the wall. Exhale on the exertion as you raise up, keeping the chest down, protect the neck, and slowly all the way down. Again, you will feel this mobility through the spine. Squeeze the glutes as you're raising up, so we're working into those glutes. Pressing the feet into the wall. Slowly lower. 5 more. Harder than they look. This is when I normally regret the number of reps that I say. 4 more. Squeeze those glutes up. 3. 2. And 1. And slowly release. Okay, put your right foot across your left knee. Press that right knee out. We're just going for a little bit of a stretch. You feed it into the glutes. Take the foot off the wall, bring the knees towards the chest and just hug them in. So it's a piriformis stretch, really, quite deep. And slowly release, change size. Foot across the knee, take the knee out nice and wide. Pressing that knee away, feeling that stretch, and when you're ready, taking the foot off the wall and gently bringing them in. And release. Okay. So, one foot on the wall, other foot up towards the ceiling. I started extending the right leg. Now, if you can, flex that right foot, hands onto the mat. We're going to push up with that foot and down, again working into the glutes, but really concentrating on one leg at a time. So lots of leg work in these workouts. So as I push up and slowly lower, try not to swing it, try not to get lots of movement through this leg, and we're going for 10 on each leg. Again, keep the chest down. Four more. That breath was for me. 3, 2, and 1. Try and flex that foot. Sorry, I forgot. Change legs. Extend left leg up towards the ceiling. Flex the foot if you can. Hands onto the mat. Obviously, there's add-ons to this. You could do this with weights as well. I'll raise the arms up, so you're doing shoulder stability as well as hip stability, but it's our first time doing this, so take it steady. Squeeze the glute. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower. Okay, bring those knees into the chest, hug the knees in, take the knees quite wide, just gently rock from side to side. Okay, slowly bring your bottom a little bit closer again. I seem to have moved further away. Feet together and knees together this time, hands flat on the mat. And what I want you to do is raise your heels up, and we're going to open out through the knees and squeeze them together. So nice and slowly, relax through the neck. So we're working into the inner thigh, we're mobilizing through the hips as we did a little bit in the warm-up, and then we're going to strengthen them as well. So nice and gently squeezing together, relax through the neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, knees together. And you can do this either way actually. You can do feet flat or raising the heels. We're going to raise the hips up, and we're going to open up. It's probably easier with your heels off the mat. Open wide and together. Okay, raising those hips as high as you can. And together. Working into the inner thigh, working into the lower abs as you're doing this as well. Keeping that chest low so it's not hurting or any discomfort into the neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lower. Okay, feet are coming up the wall and the bottom's going as close to the wall as you can. Extend those legs up the wall and flex the feet as well. I want you to point and flex the feet. So I'm looking for a stretch into the hamstrings. Okay. Okay, take your right leg, soften the leg a little bit, and bringing it in towards the chest. Hold it there. Flex and point. And release. Change legs. Hand behind the thigh. Bring the knee towards the chest. Soften that knee, so try not to lock it out. Bring it close, feeling that stretch into the hamstring. Shoulders away from the ears. Point and flex. Point and flex. Both of them if you can. Be really coordinated. And release. Okay, keep those legs in the air. This was good for the circulation. Just going to finish off sort of working into the arms. Taking the arms up and over the chest. Now, take them all the way back and feel the chest flare out. So it's sort of a relaxed flop. Arms wide and to the side. Okay, this time I want you to keep the back of the rib cage on the mat, not the lower back of the rib cage. Take the arms as far as they will go. Mine won't go any further. And nice and wide. And again. Change direction. So these workouts are just short workouts to supplement your main classes that you do every week with me, or the other sort of hour classes I've got online. If you've got a spare 15-20 minutes to do them every other day, not necessarily every day. And release. Okay, arms up and over the head, going up and over, and reach towards the toes. And slowly all the way back down, arms come up and over. So working into the upper chest, reaching towards the toes. Now if you've got any issues with your neck, take your hands behind your head. Exactly the same thing. Chin stays off the chest and slowly down. We can do it with one hand reaching and back. Whatever works for you, just working into that upper chest. Exhale on the exertion and slowly down. Now if it's too much for your legs here, just bend the knees or shuffle back a little bit. Obviously if you're extending them, you're getting a great stretch at the same time. If it's not enough for you, you can do this twice, the whole recording. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower, arms to the side, feet nice and wide, come back a little bit, shuffle back, very gently, 2 knees in one direction, and then the other direction. So they won't go as far as when we're doing it on the floor, but just getting that last little bit of movement, head and shoulders stay on the mat. If it works better for you, you can do it with 2 feet together and 2 knees together. Try it both ways and see what your body needs. We're all different. I'm doing it together because actually it's my lower back that's usually a little bit stiff, more than my hips. Obviously, when the video stops, you can carry on and have some relaxation time. Carry on practicing your deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And just gently close your eyes. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and back to the center and slowly relax. Okay, so another quick workout for you. Hope you enjoy that one.